Yo, it's your boy, DRC from PainInTheGulo.com.
And your boy Remy Roy causing that ruckus. And
Yo,
this is
talk
yo shit.
nigga.
That was perfect, nigga.
This is not good for a drunk motherfucker. This rocking chair shit. Wrong turn. I think it just made a nigga feel better when I realized everybody got a part of their body they don't like. And everybody don't like something about themselves. That shit boosted mine, like really. Like I used to really, that's how I know I was really out of touch with myself, nigga. I used to, oh shit, he got all black on, he got Sean John, he got a hustle shirt, and a bandana. Oh, this nigga tough and he get money. Like how the fuck you got all that from an outfit and a hairstyle, nigga? And then if I don't fit that mold, like there was a point, nigga, if I didn't have hush puppies, there was a time if you didn't have hush puppies or eat pizza Lunchables, you wasn't cool enough. I can't believe how corny a nigga was.
That was crazy. I was listening I was reading. So I went to I drove back down to North Carolina this last week, and I was listening to this book by Brené Brown called The Power of Vulnerability. And bro, basically cool isn't cool. And what's so funny because I made a song, If You Too Cool to Turn Up, Get the Fuck Out. But it's just like, there's such a thing as being too cool. And when you're being cool, it's like, first of all, you cut yourself off from being a part of something. You know what I mean? No, granted, there is vulnerability in it, but it's like, the way she broke it down was, vulnerability is in everything. Good, bad, whatever. Like, you get your ass whipped, that was vulnerable. You fall in love, and it's the most amazing thing, that was vulnerable. Like, they're both vulnerability. It's just,
Right.
But we all see vulnerability as a weakness or something bad. But it's just like, when you know what I mean? When you're having sex with a girl, that's vulnerability.
That's vulnerability, but
You know what I mean? And if you enjoy that shit, nigga, you
even more.
you know what I mean? So it's like, so right. And then if you actually trust the person, if you know what I mean, people who experience that, sex is better, whatever the case may be. But it's just like now, what it means to fit in is the same thing. So it's like we'll go somewhere and realize, oh, Sean John is not cool in this circle. I'm gonna stop wearing Sean John here. And it's like, my nigga, do you fuck with those Sean John pants? Yeah, then fucking with Sean John, nigga. Black owned, support black business. Shout out to B. But it's just like, you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people fitting in can be so detrimental
Toxic, yeah.
to you find. And so then what she was saying is like, now we grow up as an adult and we unhappy and all this other shit. We don't fucking know why. It's because we don't fucking shut down who we are to fit in, and now we don't even know who the fuck we are at a job we hate, with someone in a relationship we hate, children we can't stand, and it's just like, you're all pitiful and shit. And it's like, not to say you did it to yourself, but it's just like, cause you did it, you know what I mean? As a child and was told, oh, that's not cool, or haha, or being laughed at, whatever, and now, so yeah, they're gonna laugh at you. You know what I mean? All the, I'm sure Bill Gates got laughed at. Niggas ain't laughing at him now when he trying to kill everybody. He's like, I'm gonna depopulate the whole earth on my Thanos shit.
Yeah, nigga, yo.
Yeah, y'all still laughing? No. We'll respect the shit out of him because he got the bread to actually do the shit. He made an Infinity Gauntlet called Microsoft. Stole half of his shit from Steve Jobs.
Real life shit.
And did his shit, my nigga.
Real life.
Still got respect for you. Now, I'm not coming for Bill Gates right now. We can all learn from that nigga.
Nigga shit right now.
Shame on the nigga that try to run game on the nigga. But yeah, let's introduce ourselves. We didn't introduce ourselves.
Oh shit.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy, Remy Roy, causing that ruckus.
Y'all see what's up, y'all.
And we had another episode of Talk Your Shit. So we had some shit we wanted to share today. My bro had a profound statement he shared with me earlier. He said he wanted to share.
It's just not about being seen. It's about finally being seen how you see yourself, man. And that's it's a beautiful thing.
That's powerful. What's crazy is I feel like so many people, like you said, don't like themselves, so they're hiding. Not like there's one thing for me to hide myself from you. You know what I mean? I say yes to whatever you say. I don't really, you know what I mean? But then to hide from my motherfucking self, which is damn near impossible. That's why motherfuckers usually go crazy. It's like,
once I realized you can't hide from yourself. No, once I stopped lying to myself that you can hide from yourself. Because that's when the distractions don't work no more. When you need 3 blunts instead of that one.
right.
Or even then you just smoking because you don't even know. Real shit, man. And the fact is that the nigga went through all that and got out of it, and seeing people stuck in their own shit complaining about the smell.
And what's crazy I find though is not those people who hide from themselves, the people that don't hide from themselves, but they don't even try, like they just, like, the work I have to do is complain and it would all be fixed. So if I just say, you know what I mean? You get what I mean? So it's like,
Perfect example, yo, Rebby, this fucking job, you used to piss me off with that, cause you ain't feed it. And I realized, I became that person. Yo, y'all see this job? Nobody wanna hear this shit, bro. You so nigga tax.
I just found it funny, and it gave me something to watch that was amusing. Cause it's like, you ever see somebody somewhere they don't like? It's funny if they don't see you laughing at them, cause then they're gonna try to take it out on you. But it's like, why do we do things that we don't like? I could, like, cause it's like, okay, you need the money. Doesn't that trump the, why am I doing this? You get what I mean? Like, you may not love this, but you have to understand. Like, for me, when I was working at AMC, it was literally for my son, so I could help provide for my son and my daughter. Nothing else. And then I wanted to build that habit of working, when I'm working, work to my best of my ability.
This is the man that smiles when you usher him. If you ever ushered anywhere, in a movie theater, this nigga smiling.
But disclaimer, I was smiling before I was ushered at the movie theater. They just happened to put a broom, a dustpan, and pay me to clean popcorn off the floor. $15 an hour, I can do that. You know what I mean? It's better than riding in the street in the rain, bringing frozen yogurt to motherfuckers, which I also enjoyed until I didn't enjoy it. Once I didn't enjoy it, as much as I tried to go to work, my body wouldn't let me. I started cutting work. You can't cut work. That's called getting fired. I started cutting work to go do music with my friends, because it was like, and it wasn't even necessarily music, it was just to go chill. But the thing about it is, like, the shit and experience that I gained from cutting work and going to chill with my friends was needed. If I didn't do that, I would be fucking miserable. And I'd be that motherfucker at the job like, oh, we gotta clean another theater? Nigga, that's your job description.
You hit at 8 o'clock. That's what you're gonna be doing.
And nigga clock in. I don't want nobody bothering me today.
Thanks.
My nigga, your box office. Everybody comes to you to ask you. You know what I mean?
Who's the star?
I get it. I get it. Like, some shit is annoying. Talk about the annoying. Damn. Like, but you was more specific. You would be like, I can't stand working with these people who do shit like this. Like, there's a way to do certain shit. Why the fuck they don't, like, if you take the last one, replace the shit. And that would piss you off. And I get it too, but it's just like,
That's the...
it's not about how good or bad they're doing. It's about that never being me.
It's like driving.
There you fucking said it.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Yesterday, even days, man.
And that's another thing. That's a perfect example of minding your own business.
Yeah. For sure.
When people driving, people with road rage, You want to control everybody else on the road. You can't. You can only control your fucking vehicle. So many times,
that makes sense.
I go to work, motherfucker gonna control what I'm doing to make your job easier. But get us, and I still do it with a smile on my face. But it's like I'm not doing it because you asked me to. I'm doing it because one, it's needed, and two, it's like I'm gonna be the best worker that I can be. So when I'm doing the shit that I really want to do, I don't use the scapegoat as I don't feel like it.
Yeah.
I'm not in the mood. I don't wanna. When I'm in a movie set and we had a 16-hour day,
Listen.
and I gotta shoot a running scene again, this is the 12th time
the
me shooting
same way
it.
too, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Listen, bro.
I'm supposed to be like, oh, I'm tired. Oh, I did this shit 12 times. I can't. We needed another take. But nigga, didn't you say you wanted to do this? Build that habit when you gotta wash dishes. Like at my old job, we had to wash dishes at the end of the night. Everybody hated doing that shit. So you know what I did? That's what I also do at my job, so they can't fire me. I find a job that everybody hates doing, and I master that shit.
Yeah.
Boil out? Bet.
Boil out king.
Boil out, bet.
Facts.
Oh, you want stop? Put the shit away? Got you. That's the whole shit
It's just slowing.
of just labels.
When my noise come in, I realize, you know how you.
And that's another thing too. That's a part of it. I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off. I accept people for who they are.
And that's what a nigga. You know.
Are they lazy?
You know,
I'm not gonna try to make you work harder.
You know, like when you get to the point where you like, dogs, if I eat this sandwich at midnight, I'm gonna wake up with real fucking stomach problems. Like you know this, and it's to the point now where it's no gray matter. Like if you do it, it's gonna be painful. It's no more. Oh, what is it bothering me? Once you get to a certain level of, I know this, like you know I can't do this as before, boom boom, and you try to do it, you're gonna get the worst feeling. Like when I get annoyed now, I get like, what's up?
It's
nigga?
double.
It's double. Like let's get it on, dogs, because you know better, bro, and you know why you annoyed.
But that's the thing, though.
That shit is crazy to
That's
me.
the thing, and that's the trick. And this is the practice. This is a practice, a daily practice. You know what I mean? When you get annoyed, I heard it in a book. I don't know if it was the vulnerability book. I was listening to my nigga Wayne Dyer. He says, don't approach. I think he was talking about fear or anxiety. When the shit's happening inside your body or you get in.
Yeah.
He said, don't approach it in like something's going wrong, I have to fix it. Approach it with curiosity. Why am I feeling this way? And like really question, like, and then even like you said, you got annoyed, you knew better, and you still fell for it. So it's like, why did I fall for it? And then on top of that, because when you do that, it helps you remove yourself in the judgment or shaming yourself, and it moves you to a place of just analyzing it and being critical about why, you know what I mean? Because the thing about it is like, you could look at it as a learning experience, or you could look at it as an L.
Yeah.
Like you lost, or you messed up, or you did something wrong. And it's like, granted, you may have did something wrong, but are you gonna learn from it, or are you gonna just dwell that you did something wrong and beat yourself up about it? And the second part of it is being generous with yourself. Like if somebody else did it, you would let them rock. But how come you don't let yourself rock? How come you don't get a pass every single time? Because you are human and you are growing and you are doing it. You know what I mean? And it's just like, it's a practice though. Because you're gonna have that rant, but now you have to I feel like for me personally, like whenever I feel like I'm going off on a tangent in my mind of some negative shit, I'll let myself go through it, and then I'll be like, now I have to give that same amount of energy to the opposite of what I just thought. And then once I give the same amount of energy, then I'll leave it up in the air. But I'm not gonna give mad energy to the negative thoughts, and then just stop and leave it right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least balance it out, or put some more positive energy back to it.
And I think that's
to either like dilute it or cancel it out.
I think that's
And that's why it's a practice.
Because it's to the point it's not gonna leave until you address it. The uncomfortableness is not gonna leave. You're gonna be annoyed until
Yeah,
you really.
yeah, you done fucked up.
Yeah,
And this is the same lesson,
yeah.
or is it?
Is it? Yeah.
Oh shit, there's levels to
There's
this
always,
lesson.
nigga, there's
Oh,
levels
okay.
to the same lesson. My
Ex-
nigga, that shit is my nigga. It's the worst when you don't know that.
I learned how to not yell at my daughter. I still yell at my son.
Yeah, it's
And
the
it's like,
same bro.
Oh
That's
shit,
crazy.
I gotta practice this shit even more so with my son than with my daughter, because once my daughter's mom put me on the game, it was like and it's like, I know this, but even approaching my son with whatever the hell it is, I still go back to anger. You know what I mean? It's like, I know the lesson, but I didn't learn it with him yet. It's just like,
Right.
damn, what's that about?
That was hard, you know. That was hard. I hate.
But yo. Oh yeah, we gotta catch up, bro. Where we at? We at like 15, 16. Yeah, we gotta catch up. We gotta do a recap. My nigga went to AZ, Arizona. We gotta hear about that shit.
That shit smell. That shit got that linger. That lingering. Facts. And that just makes mad. That just keeps. It's hard. It's a practice and a job to stay sane in a world that's driven off the insane. Yeah. And it's
Not like
it's
this world. I wouldn't even say this world, because it's not really the world. You know what I mean? You haven't experienced the world. You haven't been around the world yet to say the world. It's New York. And the thing, this is what we gotta realize about New York, and I want to talk about it because I want you to share about Arizona. New York is everywhere in one place. It's concentrated.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
For sure.
the best way I could explain it is, when I was in North Carolina, right? Everything is 10 miles away from each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The lights are far apart from each other.
Yeah.
I'm going 60 miles per hour and I'm going slow. Like, I feel like I'm in the same spot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I go 80 and I feel like I'm moving. You know what I mean? But it's like everything is just so spread out.
Yeah.
And everything's so vast and far. Like, it made me realize how on top of each other we are in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Like, an apartment building is very abrasive. Very abrasive.
Yeah.
There's someone to the left, right. And the complex my baby mother got, it's 3 levels. That's the highest it goes.
Mm-hmm.
About 3 levels. And then there's 2 on each side. So it's like, so that would have 6 apartments.
Yeah. You got your, yeah.
That's it.
Got your
And then
space.
each spot got a balcony, 2 rooms, 2 bathrooms, kitchen, living room.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's like the standard.
Standard, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
for sure.
So it's like,
Those in Arizona
and then it's,
for the job interview, it's because
if you don't have a car,
Mm-hmm. It's over. yeah. It's that type of time out there for sure.
unless you work in your community,
Yeah.
and it's
you-
like a bus stop.
It's
away
always
or
gonna
two.
be. It's always gonna be.
But even like the bus comes once in an hour.
and even then, bro, if you want to go to the store, or
Right.
you want to go, you can't go. Because I learned that in Arizona, though. You got when it's time to go to the store, it's time because
Right.
I don't feel. Then you can't be mad at somebody because I don't feel like driving, bro. I don't, and I get it. And
I do
I'm-
like driving a lot more out there than in New York.
But my thing, like you said, you can't. I learned. I don't have the license. If you don't feel like driving, bro, we ain't gonna end up or getting into like
Right.
because
There's no corner store. Like,
and then nigga gonna get your
Nah.
license.
like Shorty got a spot that's right next to like a little complex. It's a
Yeah, of course.
But that's
She gets
still,
smart.
but that's still, to walk out her complex is a good
Yeah,
It's
it's
a good
city blocks.
half a mile.
Yeah, same in
You know what I
Arizona.
mean? Unless you
bro.
cutting through shit, right? And then to cross the crazy ass 5-lane
Yep,
going in each
yep.
direction, so it's 10-lane
Yep.
street
Yeah.
to get to the thing. And then on top of that, the Walmart is big as fuck, and then they got a blah blah blah,
You got
and
that, and then you
got
gotta
a
walk
Target
with
like
all
this,
that if
and then
you-
it's
yeah.
like you gotta walk all the way to
That back.
Walmart.
So
It's
everything
just
you
like-
got, you gotta walk back. Yeah.
Right, so it's just like, but that was even my point. But with that, New York is so concentrated,
Yeah.
bro.
Those.
And it's like, the reason why they say if you make it here, you can make it anywhere is because it's like, ain't nowhere else like this, bro.
Nah, this was fact.
Every fucking culture here, and it's not even like every culture here. It's the proudest motherfucker of every. It's the motherfucker who's like, I'm gonna be the best motherfucker. It's that motherfucker of every culture in New York.
Yeah.
The humble ones went to Miami or North Dakota or these states that we never even visit. That'd be like, I ain't shit to do here, right? And you need that sometimes. You need to sit the fuck down and just
Yeah, sure.
some COVID time. They have COVID. Like COVID wasn't nothing new for these people
Mhm.
because they've been living COVID lives.
If you ain't- yeah.
That's how you live when you live in a
Bro.
country or in
And
a,
the way of life
not
is
in the
also
city.
different too. I
Right.
learned in job interviews in Arizona, they respect it that you come in shorts and a casual shirt. You ain't gotta, because it's too hot to be dressing up, nigga. So even a job, even a corporate job can understand. Nigga said nigga came into the job like he just came fishing.
right.
Like he just came out of
Wow.
fishing, bro. He with everything with the
Yeah.
hat and all that, bro. He came for a job interview, ain't got it because it's a different. Like out
Right.
there, bro. Like my man asked me, I think I told my other man, he was like, yo, what you like? What's your best? What's your highlight? It's not New York. It's not even the views and everything is extra. I told you about the cold cut lady. Nah.
In Arizona.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had me a little New York moment. You know, I'm a little annoyed. The bartender, some shit happened. I'm tight, and I'm like, yo, come on, just get the cold cut, boom, boom. And she like, oh, y'all see you like Swiss cheese. I like cheese that bite me back though. And she's mad nice, and I'm not trying to hear it, bro. But it got to the point I was embarrassed. Like I stepped out of myself, looked at me, was like, this is cringy, bro. Like I started talking to her. Boom, boom, boom. She put me onto a whole brand new cheese that I gotta go to a West Side Market or some shit to find out here. Out there, that's regular. So she being yo, it don't even
You
matter.
was being too cool. You was
It's
New York
being too
cool.
cool, exactly.
And then it's like,
Bro,
you're
I
not
be out
being
there,
vulnerable.
my nigga, I'm sitting. I mean, everywhere got a hood and shit. We're not
Right.
gonna do that. But where I'm at and where I'm living and experiencing and all that, you don't need none of that. That's uncalled for. Bro, I'm sitting there. I'm just people. You doing? You want the car, bro? Oh, you only got one thing? Hey, come skip me. Go ahead, bro. It's not here, bro. You right? Everything is, bro. Walmart. You can't. Certain stores. You can't bring firearms like dogs. This is crazy. This is how you know this ain't New York, man. You gotta tell niggas they can't come in here with their handlers. A certain store. They got ice stores where you could just buy nothing but alkaline water and ice, bro, for the low. Like, bro, it's so different.
And that's another thing, pricing everything.
Everything, bro.
I went out there to get. I had a Subway sandwich. That shit was $8. I was like, huh? I'm like, nah, I got the foot long. She was like, yeah, $8.37. I was like, huh? Y'all doing it like that?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
bro.
be fat if I come out here, man. Matter of fact, I won't if I ride my bike all the way to fuck over there.
Nigga, out there too.
Oh,
For the
man.
people, it's not me personally. For the people who need it, but everything's drive through because it's so hot.
Right.
The pharmacy drive through, the bank is drive through.
Right.
You really don't have to get out your own car.
Right.
The only thing my only shit is, and this is coming from like a scientist perspective. I'm not
Right.
judging because I'm a fat nigga. Always been a fat boy. We're not gonna do that. We is not gonna do it. I don't understand how people could be so big in that heat.
Oh, because you don't move.
What you mean though?
All right, so.
But you live out there.
All right, so bet. So everything is spread out.
Jump out.
Everything's spread
Yeah,
out, and I have a whip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now it's gonna come to the point where it's like shit across the street. I'm still getting in my whip to go there.
You gotta pump gas and shit.
Yeah, I pump. My nigga, pump gas. You know this is how much work we take.
Boom.
That's how much work. That's a workout, right? Look at that. You saw how I picked it up.
Boom.
And you when I close the door, ooh, that's a ooh.
And then you jump
That's
right
how it
back
worked
into
out.
the whip.
You know what I mean? What's crazy is they have a workout complex in her vicinity. Like they have it's basically like a rec hall. They have a pool table.
Fire,
They have a
yeah.
gym.
And that's regular.
But it's like and that comes with
that was only
Right,
true. A
right.
pool and all that.
and they are
It's
right.
regular.
So it's like
For the price of what you paying here for none of that.
right. So it's like that's when you would, you know what I mean? Your kids get to swim every day. Hopefully that keep them in shape.
Yeah.
They have a lot of extracurricular activities to do out there. But the thing about it is like, I realized health, oh, that's a perfect thing. Health or the size of somebody usually indicates what's emotionally going on with them. You know what I mean? And that includes people who are super fit.
Fit too, yes sir. Let's not forget that. Gym rats.
Just
yeah.
because, and not even like a gym rat, but just because you're physically fit, usually people, like it could go two ways.
Yeah.
You physically fit for a negative, or it's the intention
Or you could distract yourself.
to distract
All
yourself.
the
This is the only thing I have control over, so I'm gonna be as
yeah.
groomed, because I have control over it. I don't have no control over my emotions. I have no control over how I feel and how you know what I mean? So I have control over this, my physical body. I've always been this. So I have control over this. I can always go to the gym. I can always get my workout in. You know what I mean? And it could be therapeutic, but it could also go to the other side. You know what I mean? So it's like, for me, I personally want to be in shape because it's like, God forbid something happens, I want to be able to be able to do what.
Yeah, that's really what it does.
I also want to be able to play and do activities with my children, and on top of that, activities period in life. Like I want to go scuba diving with sharks, maybe not sharks, but like dolphins or whales or some shit.
Sure.
Like I'm more scared of a whale than a shark, but I would want to be in a pool, or not even a pool, in the ocean. That's a fucking thing in its own. Like being able to swim, so I could just go, like be in a yacht and then just jump into the water in the Caribbean, and then being able to swim back to my boat.
Yeah, facts.
That just sounds like something fun. You know what I mean? I want to surf too. I know it's a white boy thing, but I think it's pretty cool being able to fucking surf on a fucking wave. That sounds like some fucking kingly and some Aquaman shit. That shit sounds pretty dope to me. You know what I mean? Certain shit I want to be able to do. Rock climbing. I'm not gonna do that shit without a rope, but I would love to rock climb. That shit sounds like some fun things to do. And it's like, that's why I want to be in shape.
Yeah.
It's hard to do those things when you're not in shape. And it's just, it's as simple as that. You know what I mean? I also want to be able to do b-boy. I love capoeira. I want to learn that. And it's like the Brazilian dance, right?
Yeah,
and it's like, and it was crazy. It's just like b-boy. Perfect. I always want to be able to do a handstand, pull-ups, and there's certain shit. And it's like that goes into why I work out every day and I have the workout lifestyle. So I could be able to do these things that dunk. I want to be able to dunk. I'm now 30. That probably may never happen. But it's just like, I'm going to still work out as if I'm a, you know what I mean?
Just lower the rim.
No, I'm lower the rim. I'm just going to have to just finger roll that bitch and get real nice with my finger rolls. It's whatever, but it's just like, but why not try to challenge my body? Okay, so I'm going to have to lose weight and then exercise my legs and just work, you know what I mean? And I'll do that for a whole year, you know what I mean? And then just challenge my body, like, okay, I'm gonna dunk, okay, it's not as great as I thought it was, or it is as great as I thought it was. I'm gonna stay in shape so I can always be able to dunk until I'm 45, because our peak health is 30. So if I'm gonna dunk yes.
Oh shit.
Nigga, think about it. Like, our life, we reach a peak, like we haven't, like me personally, I haven't been no athlete, so it's not like I wore and tore my body up. You know what I mean? I also have great genetics, thank you mommy and thank you daddy, and you know what I mean? So it's just like, And then I've gotten over my eating habit. You know what I mean? I learned that food is nutrition, not for pleasure.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
for sure.
But food is very pleasurable. You know what I mean? So you learn and find the balance. I eat one meal a day where I'm gonna, you know what I mean? And I drink a smoothie, and my smoothies seem to be getting nastier and nastier because I'm putting less fruits and less thing, and it's just more healthy shit. You know what I mean? Healthy shit, you know what I mean? And less of the fruit and juices to make it taste good. And it's like,
getting rid of
it's like, all right, I gotta, you know what I mean? And then getting used to these tastes. How about if I'm in nature and I need something and it tastes bad? Am I really not gonna take it because it tastes bad? Because I know my child would it.
Yeah.
If I'm telling my child to drink nasty shit, I can't even do this shit in front of them and show them like, yeah, this shit is nasty, I don't want it. Yeah, like that shit is. But it's just like, that's what, but I don't think people think about that and then make it that important. The fact that I'm gonna be busting King's ass in basketball is very important to me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And it's gonna make him want to get better or whatever sport, you know what I mean? Or not even busting his ass, but teaching him. He might be better than me. He might be the next LeBron James, but helping him own his skill or whatever. My daughter with whatever she want to do. Dancer, you a dancer? All right, I want to be able to dance fucking too, nigga. So what the fuck? Oh, okay, let's do some daddy-daughter dances. I'll pass it to you.
Just having an opportunity.
Right,
yeah,
so it's just like, I feel like with being in my best health,
opens up a lot more options
for me to do, you know what I mean? So it's just like, that's my personal health thing. For some, that's not everybody. Just because somebody's a perfect example, I was watching this trainer shit, right? On YouTube. And the trainer gained 50 pounds, or try to gain as much pounds as possible for 3 months and quit all of his training shit. And then they had to lose the weight with their client.
Yeah?
Yeah. And then the trainers learn so many things about themselves, like why they're a trainer, why they do it, and it's just like,
that's different.
Yeah,
that's a different perspective.
So it's just like,
shit.
And it's like when trainers be working with people and they're like, I can't do it, I don't feel like it. The sugar that they eat, the habit, or whatever, the emotion shit that they're going through, which makes them eat the sugar, which slows you down. The motherfucker was talking about when they were eating, that was the best part. When they was eating it, they could physically feel what the food was doing to them. Because they're used to being in optimal shape. This one nigga, he's like, food is not for fun. He had everything meal prep every single day to the fucking how much
like it was a
powder,
like, used to,
you know what I mean? How much chicken, he weighed his chicken before he cooked it, my nigga. Like, you know what I mean? But it's like, so now he's in the best optimal shape and for his body, whatever. So now he started eating all these foods that his friends or I think he was doing it with his bro. He wanted his bro to like get in shape. But now that he's eating this food and now he's trying to get back into shape, he's realizing the craving we have for the food. Like now I stopped eating the food, but like I'm craving the food at 12 o'clock at night, which I know is the worst time to be eating because that's not the, you know, especially this bad stuff. That's just going. He's like, oh, okay, I get it. So now as a personal trainer, that moving forward, they have their own now newfound realization. It's now also like as a personal trainer trying to help somebody, knowing that it's not just a physical thing. Most people that are physically or in shape or out of shape is for a reason, and you gotta really find people's drive or initiative or what's behind it, because it's like, if you want to be in shape because it's just something you feel happy and you would like to do, then that's not gonna be a bad thing. But if you like, if I'm not in shape, if I don't weigh this amount, then I'm nothing underneath. I feel like a fat ass. I feel like people looking down. Like that shit is deep.
That shit is deep, bro.
And it's like it's not. It's like what's crazy is like I realized I know I'm in shape. When I look down, I don't still see my belly, but the way I see my belly, it's like it looks fat, right? Or I apparently just see the fat, and it's like, but I look in the mirror and it's like I see my abs, but when I look down, I don't see the abs from this angle, and it's just like for so many people, it's just like perspective, and it's just like that is important, or if it's important to you, I get it, but it's like for most people, it's not as important as they making it. Like if you're a bodybuilder and this is part of your thing, I get it, you know what I mean? If you're a model, a thing, but most people are not living that life, you know what I mean? Most people are just at home, their husband still loves them, but they don't feel
You
You know what I mean? And it's just like, or they spouse loves them, find them sexy, attractive, all that, but they don't find themselves. You know what I mean? And it's like now they're at the gym, and it's like even with your intention with exercising, you're not gonna have energy if you're like, you're doing it from a I gotta do this.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? And your body's gonna ache even more and shit like that, and it's just like that's not the way to approach it. But it's just like with the way it's just, people lose 10 pounds in 5 days. And it's like that shit is unhealthy because it's like anything that happens quick, fast, in a hurry, you should question because everything in nature takes time, or everything, you know what I mean? So it's like,
yes, sir. That's how we going, man. That was beautiful. I ain't gonna hold you. I just nothing to say behind it. Give me that, man.
Nah, that's crazy because I love it because I always started and you always just know when to like,
yo,
we gonna leave it at
that. That's it.
We go that. It's your boy Remy Roy.
Dios, you been talking shit, G.
Peace.
Talk Your Shh is brought to you by PainInTheCulo.com and your boy Remy Roy causing that ruckus, where real ones come to talk about real nigger shit. You dig?